David HaMelech, he had challenges. Huge challenges. But he became the greatest king ever known. He became the greatest. His tefillot, people cry over the Tehillim that he wrote. The tefillot get answered from David HaMelech's Tehillim. Why? Why is it so powerful? I'll share with you a story. It says, Nebuchadnezzar, Yamach Shemo v'zichro. Nebuchadnezzar, who destroyed the Beit HaMikdash, he knew what he had done. He knew what a zechut he had, what a merit he had to be the one to conquer Yerushalayim. No one had been able to do it. Who would have dared fight Yerushalayim? No one. Nebuchadnezzar goes through this lottery. He throws lots and stuff to see if God is on his side. Notice, Nebuchadnezzar wasn't an idiot. He wasn't stupid. He knew that God is in charge. So he threw lots to see if God will allow him. Comes time, he realizes, yes, he's got the ticket to go and destroy the temple and take the Jews as slaves. And that's what he did. After his victorious wars of taking over Yerushalayim and that being the crown jewels of his victories, he writes, listen, Nebuchadnezzar Rasha, this wicked man, writes a poetry towards God, thanking God, not idols, God, Ribono Shel Olam. He writes poetry thanking God and blessing God for the miracles that have happened for him. Chazal tell us that Sefer that he wrote was thousands of times more powerful than David HaMelech's Tehillim. It was so potent, it was so beautiful what he wrote. This Rasha. And then it says Hashem came, send an angel, a malach, to do something to him. Put a challenge where like smacked him in the face as if, right? A slap in the face. So Nebuchadnezzar says, Ribono Shel Olam, I don't understand. I wrote such a beautiful sefer for you. Why are you punishing me? Why am I being punished now? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, this sefer has to be burnt. I don't want it around. Why? Because you're comparing yourself to David Avdi. My David, he wrote the Tehillim with all the slaps that I gave him in life. Not a single word. He kept writing thanks to me. You got one slap and you're asking already, what did I do wrong? I don't want your poetry. Burn it. David HaMelech wrote Tehillim through challenges. He was challenged left and right in his family, in his wars. To God knows what age, people still said, not my true king, not my king, not my king. Even after he was dead, there needed to be evidence that David HaMelech was a true king. You know how? Shlomo HaMelech built the Beit HaMikdash and the gates wouldn't open. Seu sha'arim rashechem ve'nasu bitchei olam ve'yavo melech hakavod. We say that Tehillim Yom Rishon on Sundays. That's the Tehillim of Sundays. It's the Tehillim of Hachnasat Parnasah on Yom Kippur, right? Shlomo HaMelech is saying, open your gates for the Shekhinah. They didn't open. Finally, Shlomo HaMelech says, in the Zechut of David, my father, open your gates. The gates swing open. And then over there it says, and Am Yisrael people saw, they said, oh, it opened in the Zechut of David HaMelech. Wow. What does that mean? People still had questions as to whether David HaMelech was the rightful king or not. They still had questions whether David HaMelech was a righteous king or not. Can you imagine that? You know what he went through. But David HaMelech says, Libi chalal bekirbi, my heart is dead within me. He killed his Yetzer Hara. With all the challenges that he had, he killed his Yetzer Hara.